Nagaland State Legal Services Authority announces to conduct the third quarterly National Lok Dal Adalat in all the district headquarters on September 10. A total of 11 Lok Adalat benches at the district court premises to be set up. The Naga People's Movement for Human Rights organized a day-long conference under the theme Save the Peace at Duar Center, New Delhi. The House expressed dismay at the derailment of Indo-Naga talks due to trust issues. Governor of Nagaland, R.N. Ravi, and Chief Minister Nipurio, on the auspicious occasion of Teachers' Day, expressed sincere gratitude and warm greetings to all teachers in Nagaland and beyond. Head teacher of Government Middle School Jakama under Kohima district is finally set to receive the prestigious National Teachers Award for her dedication in transforming the school. Chief Minister Nipurio inaugurated staff housing quarters and community center of Nagaland government at Dwarka, New Delhi on Saturday. Chief Minister expressed that it was a dream come true. Nagaland staff headquarters and community center inaugurated. Hello and welcome to Nagaland TV Prime Time. I am Chiben Kung. Now let's take a look at the news in details. Nagaland has emerged as the worst performing state overall in the Northeast region, with poor performances in poverty, health and affordable energy. The report was released by the Niti Aayog last week. The first edition of Niti Aayog's Sustainable Development Goals SDG Index, focusing on the northeastern region, NER places 12 of Nagaland's district in the performer category of the index. Nagaland performed poorly in 6 goals: no poverty, good health and well-being, affordable and clean energy, sustainable cities and communities, industry and innovation, and infrastructure. However, it indicated a mixed performance by the state in quality education, reducing inequalities, climate action and peace, justice and strong institutions. The state has done well in the No Hunger SDG, gender equality, clean water and sanitation, decent work and economic growth. It has also excelled in the Life on Land SDG with just 1 district in the performer category and the rest under the front runner category. Nagaland is followed by Meghalaya in the index, which has all but 1 district, which is a front runner in the performer category. Department of School Education Nagaland organized a state-level Teachers' Day celebration 2021 at Morung Hall Directorate of School Education office today. The chief guest of the celebration was Advisor and MLA School Education Nagaland IAS retired Sri K.D. Sukalu, unfurled the Teachers' Day flag followed by National Anthem. Additional Director of DOS in Nagaland, Sri Wontungo Topoi, gave the welcome address, while Special Secretary Srimati Kevileno Angami gave the introductory note. The District Commissioner of Dimapur, Rajesh Sondara Rajan, visited a dragon fruit farm owned by Project Director DRDA Mon Demsolongomar at Shidovi village. DC Dimapur said that dragon fruit cultivation has very high potential in Nagaland due to the conducive climate conditions, and appreciated the owner for showing the farmers the forward way to grow organic dragon fruit. The DC also visited a budding integrated farm owned by Renbemu Muri, MBA, and son of Dr. John Muri at Vidima village. Nagaland State Legal Services Authority announces to conduct the third quarterly National Lok Dal Adalat in all the district headquarters on September 10. It informed that a total of 11 Lok Adalat benches at the district court premises would be set up by the district legal service authority. Reportedly, Lok Dal Adalat is one of the alternative dispute redressal mechanisms and forum where cases pending in the court of law or at pre-litigated stage are settled or compromised. The National Integrated Disease Surveillance Program IDSP has expressed concern over the high prevalence of Delta variant in the state. IDSP informed that 99% of whole genome sequencing samples collected from Nagaland have been identified to be of the Delta variant of concern. IDSP informed in its September 4 weekly COVID roundup that out of the 286 samples sent for sequencing, 283 samples were of the Delta variant. Other variants included one Alpha variant and two Kappa variant. The Rising People's Body filed a PIL on the 31st of August at the High Court Kohima bench after its demand to the state government to withhold the recruitment of 1,517 posts under 76 departments went unheard. The court in response suspended PNAR department until the next hearing and also to issue a reply within 4 weeks' time. The state government in response has agreed to comply to the decision made by the court during its latest hearing. But at the same time, PNAR has also pursued the court for partial lifting of the ban of appointments. In response, the governor of Nagaland, R.N. Ravi, issued an order to partially lift the ban on appointments against existing vacancies with certain conditions applied on. To have a better understanding of the situation, Nltv has interviewed the admin of RPP Likro Creo. Come on, let us have a look.
Hello, apne sob mane ke swagat kora ase Nagaland TV de sob man na avas moi arama chumi to aji amian yete khoda kula ya to press release ekta ulaise RPP party bra Nagaland de to itula khoda ko karne sir likro lo aina se man taike tahan itu NSSB itula opor de tahan ki din ase itula olop khudilo manicha. Sir, welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Nltv.
Taidu yetela RPP la admin ase. RPP party la, it's a Rising People's Party, newly formed youth khane bishi ase tate tu. Ito karne. To ito karne tate taike khota hodi umne. Sir, apne han itu case uthatu. To ki karne uthaise aro kile uthaise itu.
Acha, Nagaland de hole to amakhan bishi blessed ase that we have many intellectual people. Aru ide amakhan education bi man bhal dini ase ide youths khan bi man bishi ide kam kuro mon aru bhal bra ekta society banawo mon inika thaki ase itu majade government bra itu notification ekta dije 16 July 2021 de itu office memorandum ekta issued by the office of the chief secretary idu 76 department ke 1517 post idu recruitment karne ekta aishe hulibi itu amakhan khushi na pa ekta do hole do amahan idu district recruitment board aru idu.
The Directorate of Women Resource Development, Government of Nagaland, signed a memorandum of understanding with 9 skilled unemployed women for taking up collaborative programs and production activities under Appeals and Accessories Program of Transformative Livelihood Intervention Project for a period of 2 years on a pay-per-day basis. The Director of Women Resource Development, Vilone Sakri, said these 9 women have been actively engaged in production of 3-layered face masks with the advent of COVID-19 pandemic in the state and subsequent lockdowns where production continued from their respective homes, which enabled the department to produce a sizable quantity of face masks, aprons and other products, most of which were donated to frontline workers, health workers and other local bodies who are engaged in fighting the pandemic. Swedesunu Zhao Kiri, head teacher of government middle school Chakama under Kohima district, has finally received the prestigious National Teachers Award for her dedication in transforming the school. Reportedly, Kiri is the only teacher from the state to be selected for the National Teachers Award 2021, along with 43 other teachers from across the country. Furthermore, Kiri was appointed as the head teacher of the school in 2012. Kiri informed that the enrollment of students in the government school has increased over the years after she was appointed as the head teacher. Sivsagar Deputy Commissioner Nltv Dahal visited Assam Nagaland border Nazira subdivision district and asked for assistance from the PWD Road Department to repair the deplorable road at Upper Namsai, Chengtara at the earliest. Dahal had instructed Sabya Sachi Gashyap, Additional Deputy Commissioner and in charge of Nazira subdivision, and recommended the local rural road to be brought under government scheme and constructed with paver blocks. Locals without land pata have been asked to be given land pata and border police outpost be constructed soon. While on a visit, Commissioner also sought renovation and purification of the Keleki Gamalabari Children's Park. Advisor of Sericulture, Excise and Minority Affairs Jaleo Rio inaugurated the newly constructed multi-facility center Sadbhav Mandap on Saturday. The newly constructed multi-facility center is sponsored by the Department Minority Affairs, Government of India. While speaking at the inauguration ceremony, Jaleo opined that Nagas can be considered a minority because Christians are a minority at the national level. He further informed that setting up of a minority community blocks is under process since Newland subdivision is the lone recognized block in the state. Furthermore, Jaleo expressed satisfaction over the construction works and people involved in making it a success. He further stated that the public can utilize the facility to the optimum and to own responsibility in the management of the center. Nagaland Police Parent District Administration headed by IGP Limasunab Jamir, ADC Jaluki along with DIG of South SP Paren, Commandant 9th NAB Battalion, SDPO Beren and ESC Ngalwa in a joint operation conducted on-spot verification of reported development activities at the Lamhai Namti village. The team informed that there was no alarming developmental activities at this disputed area except for regular cleaning of on surrounding by the villagers and renovation of existing houses. The team also held an interaction with the security forces stationed at the village and reminded them to maintain the status quo and abstain from any developmental activities for peace and tranquility in the area. The IGP further instructed IRB company posted at Gehoi to ensure no new development takes place without the approval of the district administration and maintain the status quo without any violation of government directives. The Naga People's Movement for Human Rights organized a day-long conference under the theme Save the Peace at Duar Center, New Delhi on 4th September 2021. The House expressed dismay at the derailment of the Indo-Naga talks process due to trust issues between interlocutor RN Ravi and the representatives of the NSCN-IM. During the conference, the House unanimously adopted two resolutions. to establish honorable peace, which is the strongest foundation for basic human rights and civil liberties, and appointment of interlocutor who would re-establish trust between the negotiating parties. The peace conference was attended by delegates from all Naga inhabited areas and Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra, Punjab, Uttar Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh. Luke Kenny, popular actor, film director, producer, music director, composer and former VJ to judge the 13th edition of the Music Awards of Nagaland. Native Tracks Society also informed that submission of the entries to the 13th edition of the Music Awards of Nagaland would be closed from today. Reportedly, Kenny began his career as a DJ followed by a successful stint as the first male VJ on Channel V. He also served as the head of music programming at Channel V till 2008. Furthermore, he gained widespread recognition for his role in the 2008 rock musical drama Rock On. A two-day workshop at Guwahati-based Regional Cybercrime Coordination Center was held on Friday and Saturday to tackle cybercrime in the 8 northeastern states. During the two-day workshop, it was decided that the police and other officials of northeastern states and the central agencies would work in close coordination to deal with the threat of cybercrime. Addressing the workshop, Assam's Director General of Police, Bhaskar Jyoti Mahanda, stressed on the importance of cyber policing and securing the cyberspace in the country. He emphasized the need for proper coordination and communication amongst the law enforcement agencies since cybercrime knows no boundaries and has no jurisdiction. While cybersecurity consultant Krishna Shastri highlighted the latest trends in cybercrime and the best practices in the investigation. Three unknown attackers entered a hardware store in Delhi's Narela and threatened the shopkeeper and locals by firing bullets at them on Saturday night. Reportedly, when the shopkeeper objected to the firing and violence, they shot him in the leg and threatened others. Police informed that the men had covered their faces with helmets and that they haven't been identified yet. The accused are also seen taking money or wallets from a few local people. When some locals try to overpower the accused, they threatened them by firing again. Furthermore, the injured shopkeeper has been admitted to a nearby hospital for a treatment. A senior police officer said a case has been registered against the unknown persons for armed robbery and firing. Furthermore, several teams from outer district are conducting raids to nab them.
एक आदमी कपड़ा बांधे हुए था मुंह पे, तीन आदमी आए, तीन आदमी आते ही यही गोली चलाई, हवाई फायर किया और अंदर आ गया। अंदर आते मैंने कहा भी क्या बात है, एकदम से हमें तीन चार आदमियों को आगे पिछड़ जाओ, ना गोली मार देंगे, पिछड़ जाओ। ये छोटी मोटी चोरी नहीं है, ये डकैती है, बाई फॉर्स डकैती है ये। अब इसमें पुलिस का क्या रोल है, किसका क्या, ये तो हमारी समझ में नहीं आता।
Jawaharlal Nehru University said its campus will reopen in phases starting from Monday to Saturday. According to the JNU, the campus will first reopen for PhD research scholars who have to submit their thesis by the end of this year. The university said upon arrival on the campus, every student will have to produce a negative RT-PCR test report not earlier than 72 hours prior to their arrival. Furthermore, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Central Library will be sanitized sanitized and sitting arrangements of reading halls with 50% capacity will be made before reopening the library. Additionally, all PWD students of the PhD program would also be allowed to enter regardless of their submission date. While the campus will be reopened, teaching learning will continue to be in online mode.
ये फेज वाइज जो रिटर्न अभी चालू किया है कैंपस ने, मार्च के पहले भी चालू था। मेरा इसमें यही कहना है कि आप फाइनल ईयर स्टूडेंट्स और 9B जिनको कि पीएचडी में सबमिशन है, सिर्फ पीएचडी के सभी स्टूडेंट्स को नहीं बुला रहे हैं। यहाँ तो जो विजुअली चैलेंज हैं, जो हैंडीकैप हैं, उनको बुला रहे हैं, और उसके अलावा जो फाइनल ईयर और 9B जिनको सबमिट करना है दिसंबर तक, उनको बुला रहे हैं। एक बेहतर कदम, पॉजिटिव कदम कह सकते हैं हम, लेकिन उसमें मेरा सबसे बड़ा यही ऑब्जेक्शन है, कैंपस को आप बेहतर तरीके से खोल सकते हैं। इंडिया की एक बेस्ट यूनिवर्सिटी होने के नाते एक स्टैंडर्ड प्रोसीजर के साथ आप कैंपस को पहले से खोल सकते थे और एक मॉडल पेश कर सकते थे कैसे पैंडेमिक में हम बेहतर तरीके से यूनिवर्सिटी को रन कर सकते हैं।
एग्जाम्पल दूंगी कि मैं पीएचडी सेकंड ईयर में थी, मेरा फर्स्ट ईयर जस्ट खत्म हुआ था, सेकंड ईयर लॉकडाउन हुआ था, और अब जब ये कैंपस खुल रहा है मैं पीएचडी फोर्थ ईयर में हूँ। ये 2 साल का जो मेरा ह्यूज लॉस हुआ है उसकी भरपाई कौन करेगा? और मेरी जो पीएचडी है ऐसे पे है कि मुझे फील्ड वर्क करना था, लाइब्रेरी में आर्काइव्स में जाके किताबें ढूंढनी थी। भक्ति मूवमेंट पे मेरी पीएचडी है, बिना मंदिर और मठों में जाए मेरा काम ही नहीं हो पाएगा।
BCCI on Sunday revealed that former cricketer, head coach of Team India, Ravi Shastri, has tested positive for the coronavirus and was isolated along with 3 of his close contacts as a precautionary measure. Reportedly, the decision was taken by the BCCI after Shastri returned positive in a lateral flow test. The 3 other members who were sent in isolation are fielding coach R. Sridhar, bowling coach Parad Arun, and physiotherapist Nitin Patel. Furthermore, BCCI also confirmed that all members of the Indian team, including the 11 who are part of the oval test, underwent 2 lateral flow tests and were only allowed to travel to the venue after returning negative in both of the tests. Tokyo Paralympics 2020 comes to an end on Sunday after 12 days by breaking the barriers of gender and inclusion for disabled athletes. Despite the COVID-19 threat looming at large, Japan has managed to successfully stage the Paralympics event after hosting the recently concluded Olympic Games 2020. According to reports, Team India had the biggest contingent for the Paralympics Games till date, with a total of 54 Indian athletes competed across 9 sport events. During the event, Team India concluded with 19 medals in total, which included 5 gold, 8 silver and 6 bronze. Furthermore, gold medalist Avani Lekra from India was selected as the flag bearer at the Tokyo 2020 Paralympic Games closing ceremony. After a technical team from Qatar reopened the capital's airport for aid and domestic services, Ariana Afghan Airlines resumed some flights in Afghanistan between Kabul and 3 major provincial cities. Flights between Kabul and the western city of Heart Mazar-e-Sharif in northern Afghanistan and Kandahar in the south have started. The airport's runway has been repaired in cooperation with authorities in Afghanistan. And Qatar's ambassador to Afghanistan said that a technical team was able to reopen airport to receive aid. With the reopening of the airport, a vital lifeline with both the outside world and across Afghanistan mountainous territory has been a high priority for the Taliban as they seek to restore order after their lightning seizure of Kabul. Kabul airport had been closed since the end of the massive US-led airlift of its citizens, other Western nationals and Afghans who helped Western countries. The end of that evacuation of tens of thousands of people marked the withdrawal of the last US forces from Afghanistan after 20 years of war. The Afghanistan resistance force at Panjshir killed 600 Taliban on Saturday night and wounded about 1,000 terrorists. The news was confirmed in a tweet by Fahim Dashti, resistance force spokesperson. The incident took place a day after Taliban captured Panjshir. Both the sides have suffered casualties, but the situation looks to be favoring the Panjshir resistance group. Burhanuddin Rabbani, in a recorded message, informed that continuous use of force upon the people would someday inspire the people in other parts of the country to rise up and resist the terror group. And that's all for now. For more news and update, keep watching Nagaland TV. Thank you.